What's poppin', gamers? Oh my gosh, that was so bad. I'm so sorry. How's everybody doing? How does it sound? How does it look before I get any like crazier? Y'all let me know how it sounds, how it looks. Tonight's gonna be really low key, really chill, also really short. It's literally just I am going in. We're gonna talk about 2026 for a little bit because there was enough that like I'm updating that I was like, oh, it makes more sense to just make a like update stream instead of trying to record and edit a video and like do the whole 9 yards. So I have like bullet points out on my phone. I just want to make sure it looked and sounded good. So this stream shouldn't last longer than a half hour, really. If that. So I just figured it was easier. And also I like interacting with you guys. I haven't streamed in like forever. So I see Golden Air is here, Dad Bod, Maximum Effort Max, Axiom, Jam Space Cloud, and Leundo. Did I say that right? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here on this fine Friday night, first Friday of 2026. How's everybody doing? How's your 2026 going? Let's start there. My 2026 off to a pretty good start. Yesterday was pretty chill. Started editing a video yesterday, which I'm very excited about. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And we recorded our first podcast episode of the year today, so that's exciting. Trying out some new stuff there in terms of like recording and distribution. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, it is John. You're so right. I recognize you by your profile picture. So it's nice to see that everything's going good, looking up there. So I'm very excited. I'm glad everyone's new year has gone well. So we're off to a good start. 2026 is going to be our year. Because here's the thing. Everybody likes to doom and gloom, like, oh, boo, the year's going to be bad. You know what? It's just started. We can't say it's going to be bad till we get to the end of the year. All right? We're all good. Your 2026 started by hitting a deer on your way home from work? That's crazy. Is the car okay? Like, I know hitting a deer, we have deer around here too. I know hitting that can do substantial damage to your car. So hopefully that's okay. But what else have I done this week? I hung out with my fiance yesterday. We're just chilling on Discord, watching videos and stuff, which was nice because I was off work yesterday and I didn't really work. I kind of like edited for the first half of the day. And then from there we just hung out because I was like, you know what? It's a paid day off work. I'm not gonna work all day. And I'm really bad about that. That's one of my goals in 2026 is to get better about that and not work all the time. So, that's that about that. Oh, John, well, okay. I guess I haven't made like an actual announcement on my YouTube channel that I'm engaged. We did a whole podcast episode. Nick's engaged. Let's rank every Lego game. So that was October. So the wedding is in 2026. That's all I know. That's all I know right now. It's just funny because everyone's asking me, like, that's the first question everyone asks you when you get engaged is they're like, oh my gosh, when's the wedding? And I'm like, I don't know. So, but yeah, that's exciting. That is, also, that is also part of my update in terms of where the channel is going. Just to, like, if anybody's here to see if I'm, like, gonna quit, no. We're not, this is not like a, hey, guys, I'm out. Bye. I'm leaving. So, that is not what's happening here. We're just updating. That's all. We're still going in 2026, but, Don't overly stress the wedding. Use the money for a reception, house, honeymoon. That's the plan. That's the plan. So we're still trying to figure out what all that looks like. And you know, I like had finally gotten over myself of like, you know what? I should post a picture like of my wedding, right? Of like, oh, I should post a picture of my wedding. Heck yeah, I'm in. And then I see like all this stuff of like what AI can do to people's pictures, and I'm like, no. Actually, no. the less pictures of her on the internet there are, the better. Like, no. I'm reverting back to my original stance of like, you know what? You guys are lucky you got a picture of the ring on Twitter. Haha, you're lucky. So I'm like, nah, you know what? And also like personal life, the more it can stay personal, the better. Be prepared to say no to some ideas. Yeah. We've already had to say a no to a lot of a lot of ideas, because some people were like, well, you should do this and you should do that, and I'm like, no. Actually, we're vetoing that. Also, Nintendo Prime, thanks for popping in. Glad to hear everything's going well with your son. That's incredible. And I've been following that and keeping track of that, and I've definitely been praying for you guys. And because that's like, that was freaky. I was like, wow, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, the fact that you guys have gone through that and made it to the other side is incredible. So shout out to you guys. I hope everything is going well there. Hi Zeke, welcome. Okay, so I guess now that we've been here, we can kind of jump into we'll kind of jump into the update here and what's going on. So I'm gonna start with, I don't know, is it bad news? Like, it's not bad news per se. We're updating memberships again. I know I did this last year at some point. I don't remember when. The memberships have always been like this weird ebb and flow of like, what do I want to do with it? Like, it started off as like a $3, $5, and a $10 tier, and the $10 tier got an exclusive video every month because I somehow thought doing a weekly schedule and an extra video every month, I don't know what I was thinking. That was a bad idea. So then it became like members only streams, and then my schedule got way too busy to even facilitate that. So I was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. So I was like, okay, well, let's scale it back. And then I went down to 3 and the 5, and the $5 tier was the one that had like all the membership perks and stuff. And like, that was the one that got you the, what was it? Like a monthly member stream or something. And then I realized that was not attainable, and I felt bad that people were paying for it, not getting anything out of it. So then I said, okay, well, we're just going to ship like all videos early access are to all members, because you're all like paying for it, and that's the like most consistent thing I can give you right now. No, excuse me. And so what I'm doing in 2026, I keep wanting to say 5. That's not right. What I'm doing in 2026 is we're dropping down to 1 membership tier. So it's only going to be the $3 tier, and that's the one that has, you know, member, what, I don't even know what the perks are of my own tier, or my own membership. It's, help me out here, guys. It's emotes, badges, early access to videos, community posts, shout out at the end of a video. I think that's all of them. And the $5 tier right now is just like, it's a warm feeling in your heart. Because I had like 3 or 4 people in it when I switched. So I was like, well, I don't just want to like rip the rug out from underneath you. So I do want to give a special shout out to Maximum Effort Max and Golden Era, who have both been in the like $5 premium tier for over a year. I deeply appreciate your guys' support. And I guess this is good news, because now if you want to stay a member, you can just downgrade and save yourself $2 a month. So that's $24 a year. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I'm switching down to just 1 tier, and it's honestly, it's going to stay $3 a month. Like, I'm not raising it and switching to 1 tier. It's just $3 a month. Honestly, functioning more as a tip jar than anything else. Like, oh, you want to support the content, like, more so than just watching or super chatting or whatever. That's what's happening there. So Max and Golden, if you would like, to downgrade, you can. I'm going to cut out that tier tomorrow, either tonight or tomorrow. It'll be gone, and it'll be cut down to just the one tier. And I think I'm going to rename it like the tip jar or something. Just because I like it, and you'll still get like 1 week early access to videos once they're done. Because I also like was dropping videos in the member thing. Like what the Whitebeard video was done like beginning of November, and it didn't drop on YouTube until like December 12th or something. Like it was a long stretch that it was in members only, and I was like, I don't like that, because it's like, well, what's the like that's a whole month I could have been polishing that video instead of like, oh, let me get it done and then move on. So that's gonna segue into the next thing. But yeah, that's the membership change. We're going down to one tier, more of a tip jar than anything else. Just because also like, I don't know, my schedule is so busy between work and life and like obviously getting married and all that and figuring out what that's going to look like this year and doing the podcast, and I'm picking up some other stuff outside of that. Like it's just hard for me to commit to more of that on like a substantial scale. So that's that about that. That's the membership stuff out of the way. So don't worry, I'll do like a bullet point recap at the end, because I know I'll get long-winded. So here's the bulk of what I wanted to talk about today, if I can get my notes to work properly. So, as does seem to be the case every January, we're changing the release schedule again as well. Because we started out weekly. That was an incredible grind. I'm so proud of myself for doing that. I was not aware that was something I was capable to do. And then we got to January, and I was like, okay, well, we're going to shift to bi-weekly, because that gives me essentially half the content for the same amount of time, and that'll work out great. And honestly, the bi-weekly did work out pretty well. Here, I'll go ahead and pull this up. This is the channel homepage. Well, like the bi-weekly did work, because like this was the first video, and so the bi-weekly worked this year just for what my schedule was allowing and what I was trying to do. And then as we kind of got like to the summer, I realized like, oh, this isn't sustainable for me and my schedule, because what I felt like was happening was the quality was starting to slip a little bit. And listen, I'm not saying I'm ashamed of the content I've made, right? I love the content I've made, especially some of the stuff I made last year. Like, I genuinely made some of my favorite videos last year. The Mashal video, one of my maybe top 5 videos I've made. Same for the Why I Love Romance anime, Why Deku is the Greatest Hero, Demon Slayer Impacted My Faith. Like, I really like the AI waifu one just as a concept, even though I think it could have been improved a little bit. Video Games Changed My Life was another one. I love the 2 One Piece ones, the Thriller Bark and the Whitebeard. I think both of those are really good. But what I think ended up happening, and you can kind of see this a little bit, I'll be completely honest and transparent, some of these videos I don't think were necessary or were some of my best work. Like Sakamoto Days, I don't think is some of my best work. What's Next for My Hero Academia, not some of my best work. And that's not talking about the editing. Alex edited most of the videos up until, I think, here. He did all the videos except for the last 4. And then I took back over editing for some extraneous reasons. Like, we both had personal reasons that I won't get into. Like, we're still on good terms. Like, we still talk and whatnot. Like, we're friends. It's just he got really busy. I got really busy. So, like, the editing wasn't going to work out. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'll take it over. It's okay. So, but there were some videos that I'm like the AI waifu video, I think it's good. I think it could have been better. And I was really trying to rush and get that one out. And also really made a video just based off the thumbnail, because I liked the thumbnail for it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make this a video. I really like the K-pop Demon Hunters video, except I think it was like 2 months too late. And I should have just jumped on the train a lot sooner, like right after, instead of waiting until like September to talk about it. Is watching anime a red flag? Could have been a live stream discussion. Like, I think that would have been a better place for that content instead of a long form video. The Dawn to Dawn video was good, but I felt like it ended up rehashing a lot of the same points that I had made in the original Dawn to Dawn video. Like, it wasn't necessarily a necessary video to be made. People kept asking me about it and kept asking me to make a Dawn to Dawn video. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make a Dawn to Dawn video, even though, like, I didn't have much more to say about it other than, like, I couldn't even tell you what I added to that video other than, like, maybe talking about some stuff with the evil eye and updating the footage. Like, that's about it. Even, like, the Why Christians Should Watch Anime, I feel like that video, I took the one I had made last year and then combined it with the recommendation video. So, like, there was still new substance in there. And, like, I don't feel like I need to make another one this year. Like, that can just be its own long-standing, like, maybe 2 years from now. Or, like, in 2027, I can think about making another video. So, there's just some stuff, like the Goblin Slayer video was good, but I also feel like that wasn't necessary. The fandom is ruining My Hero Academia. I low-key kind of cooked, but also, like, I don't know, could have been better. So, needless to say, we're changing the format because the bi-weekly started really, like, stressing me out and making content creation not fun right about here, like, right after the summer. When I was hitting that bi-weekly grind, I was like, oh, okay, like, it's not great, could be better. So here's where we're switching, right? So what the plan is going forward is that videos will come out when they're done. My overarching goal is for them to be done, like, one video a month, right? Like, the video I'm working on right now would be January, and then once that's done, I move on, start working on the video for February, finish that, move on to March. Like, so the videos are coming out at a slower, less consistent pace, and I can't even tell you, like, oh, it's going to be on the 15th of every month. Like, it's going to be done when it's done. And, like, members get 1 week early access, and then after that, it's just open season for the public, and we call it a day. So that's kind of the content schedule, and I'm a lot happier with that because I feel like it gives me more time to work on the scripts, because I talked about this on Twitter, and I said I'd follow up with it here. I watched some Gigguk videos on Wednesday, I think, and essentially what I left that thinking was, I was like, oh my gosh, his videos are so good. Like, say what you want about Gigguk, like, he's not, like, the greatest person, right? But, like, from a content perspective, I really respect his content because it's very high quality, well researched, well edited. Like, I want to get myself a little closer to that level of content where it's like, oh, you can tell he really did his research for this script. The editing is solid. Like, the pacing is really good. It's like, it's got humor mixed in there. And I feel like with the bi-weekly schedule, because it was so, like, oh my gosh, I need to have videos done all the time. I need to have videos done, like, ASAP. What ended up happening was I just, like, every script was copy paste. Like, it had to be a list video. It had to be a discussion that's bullet pointed because that's quicker and easier to do. And I feel like the quality ended up getting lost because some of, like, my favorite videos that I did, which were, like, the Mashal video, the romance anime, Deku is the Greatest Hero, and how Demon Slayer impacted my faith, were all ones that, like, the creative inspiration struck, and then I immediately wrote a script, and I typed out, like, a 15-page script in, like, 2 days. Because that's where the passion and the motivation was to do that video. So I want to do more videos like that, where it's, let me talk about the things that I like, and let me talk about essentially things that I'm passionate about, and stop making content for the algorithm. Because also, like, switching to a monthly schedule, one, gives me time to breathe, where I'm like, oh, okay, I feel like I can actually chill and I don't have to worry about crunching on this deadline, because also there may be months where I don't have any videos because, you know, life got busy or something. So if you like me and you want to see me on a consistent basis, go listen to the podcast. The podcast comes out bi-weekly, rain or shine. Like, it takes some pretty significant events to shut down the Nerdiest podcast. So if you want me on a more consistent basis, I would encourage you to go check out the podcast. And I'm going to use the collaboration feature too. So if you're subscribed to this channel, episodes I think you guys would like, it'll collaborate. So it'll put it in the sub feed. So like the episode that's coming out on Monday, because it's our, you know, season starter, and then like any anime adventures we do in the future, like anime reviews. If I had podcasts on again, like I would, you know, do that. So I would encourage you to go watch the podcast, just because that'll be a little more consistent than my own channel. But that being said, the goal, like I said, is one long form a month, but it may vary. Now, to offset that, for the people who are subscribed and the people who are loyal viewers here, I want to do more live streams, because that was something I've been lacking doing last year, and it's something I want to do more this year, because I do genuinely love streaming. So I don't know if that's one stream a month, couple streams a month. Like, I'm not entirely sure what that schedule looks like yet, especially not in January, just because I have some other like extraneous stuff going on in January. So that might like kick in February. And, you know, February may be a month where I'm like, okay, I can stream, you know, every Friday in February and just like do something chill and figure out what that looks like. But I do want to do anime and gaming. Like, I do want to, like, I love playing games, and that's going to tie into another thing that I'll talk about here in a second. But like, oh, I want to do my romance anime tier list again. I want to do a My Hero manga cover tier list, a manga or like an arc tier list, right? Voting in the anime awards, that's always a fun like thing. And then if stuff comes up like, oh, is anime a red flag? That's a live stream discussion. That's not a long form video. So like, even long, like videos that would normally be a long form might turn into a live stream where I'm like, hey guys, come hang out. We're going to chat. Let's talk about, is anime a red flag, and kind of talk through that. And I might have like some scripted out, like have bullet points and stuff, but then still just be able to do it as a live stream. And I think that would be more fun and keep you guys engaged, and just be able to like not leave the channel dry for a month and then pop a video and then be like, here's a video, bye, and then I leave. So now gaming, wow, this is going to go way over a half hour, because well, maybe not. In terms of gaming, the one video that I'm really excited about, and I've been teasing it on Twitter a little bit, is it's about Nintendo. And I don't have like all the details worked out at the moment, but I'll kind of start telling you guys about it now. Is as a huge Nintendo fan, I have found that there are a lot of Nintendo franchises that I have not played. For example, Fire Emblem, Kirby, Metroid. I've only played one Donkey Kong, Pikmin, what else? Yoshi. Like, I've gone down the list, and there's a bunch that I haven't played. So in my attempt to become a better Nintendo fan, I want to essentially play through every Nintendo franchise. That's the overarching point of this video, is doing a video documenting me playing through every Nintendo franchise. Now, if it's one that I've already played, like Mario or Zelda, I have to play a game in that franchise that I've never played. So I'm not quite sure what game I'm going to do for Mario yet. I have been kind of outlining some stuff behind the scenes for this like thing. But what I want to do is, if I can stream the game, like Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I'm going to stream it. And that'll be like one of the streams, like, hey, sit down. I'm going to, like, I got to play Fire Emblem anyway. Let's like sit here for like 3 or 4 hours, and then we're going to play Fire Emblem. So I'm not sure what game I'm going to start with yet. I'm torn between Metroid Prime 4 and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So maybe I'll put it on a poll on the community tab and let you guys pick, because I'm like, I could go either way. Because I did just get Metroid Prime 4 for Christmas. But also Fire Emblem's been sitting on my shelf back there for like 4 years. So maybe I'll get around to it eventually. But like that's the premise. And there is audience engagement for that. What I'm going to do is, because there's so many Nintendo franchises, right? Like there's 18 are the main ones that I have picked out for this video. But what I'm going to do is every 5 members, I spin a wheel and it adds a like secondary franchise to it, like Astral Chain or Chibi Robo or Mario and Luigi. Well, I guess that would fall under Mario, but like you get the idea. So like every 5 members, I'm going to spin the wheel and be like, all right, we got 5 members. We're going to spin the wheel. That adds another game to the list. So the goal is to have this video done by the end of the year. But also I have to play through at bare minimum 18 games. Now you might be thinking, that's a lot of games. How are you going to do that? Well, I have outlined some rules for myself for this challenge. Actually, let me pull them up so I don't misquote them, because I could end up misquoting them if I'm not careful. Let's see. Challenge rules. Here we go. So I have 4 base rules and then 3 clear conditions that are or. So the base rules is no piracy, no emulation, must be games I've never played, and every 5 members I spin the wheel. So no piracy. Obviously, I am staunchly against piracy. I'll die on that hill. Like that's just me. Okay? I'm not going to be the moral arbiter of what you can and can't do. You can do whatever you want. I don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. No, I put illegal emulation like in parentheses. Essentially what that means is like booting up an emulator on my computer instead of like the emulators on NSO, right? Those count because they're official, like legal forms of emulation. Even though I know emulation gets in the weed. Don't get at me. But essentially it's like, oh, I don't want to like boot up a ROM hack on my computer or whatever. Like I want to, because I feel like that makes it too easy to just like, oh, well, I'm just going to pull up, 3DS ROMs on my computer and play it that way. Like, no. If I'm going to have to play through Pokemon White, I'm going to go borrow the cartridge from someone or find a copy and play it on my Nintendo 3DS. Like, because I feel like I want to have that genuine experience with it in the way it was intended, and I feel like that will be more meaningful. At least to me personally, I think that would be more fun. It also adds a fun, like, yeah, I'm going to have to go find a copy of Animal Crossing City Folk for the Wii, and then, boom, play it on my Wii U. Like, so that's the plan there. And then as for clear conditions, because obviously, like, Fire Emblem and Xenoblade are really long games, so I've given myself 3 conditions. I have to roll credits on the game, play for at least 25 hours, or complete the main objective if no credits. So think of a game like Game & Watch, which is on there. I'm going to go find a Game & Watch for this video. Like, I'm committed to the bit. So the 25 hours gives myself an out of, like, if I get 25 hours into Fire Emblem 3 Houses and I'm like, I actually hated every second of this, I'm going to dump it. And we can move on to the next game. Same for Xenoblade. Like, if I get 25 hours into Xenoblade 2 and I'm like, this is actually abysmal and I hate it, I have an out, but it's a substantial enough time to be like, it's not like, oh, I played the tutorial and I hate it. Like, it's, oh, I played the tutorial and then some, and then we move on from there. And then obviously, like, roll credits on the game for games like Kirby, Donkey Kong, Metroid, like, that I'm probably going to end up finishing. Like, credits are before 25 hours. So, and also complete the main objective is for stuff like Wii Sports Resort. Like, Wii Sports Resort doesn't have a credits, but you have to, like, whatever the main objective of that game is. So that essentially, what I'm saying is I'm going to stream myself playing through a lot of those games, because I've also set it up in a way that a lot of the games I can play on Switch or like Wii U, I can obviously hook up to my capture card because I've done that, like for Twilight Princess and stuff. So I want to stream it here. Now, you guys got to go with me. It's going to get a little confusing here. So, might be thinking, what happens to the streams after the fact? Well, thank you for asking. It's an incredible question. So, we're delineating streams into 2 categories here. Hopefully this makes sense. Just go with me. Anime streams that are like tier list, discussion, or like, voting in the anime awards, those will always be public on this channel, on Nick with No K. Any gaming streams that are like, we're playing through Metroid Prime 4, we're playing through Fire Emblem 3 Houses, we're doing like Kirby, whatever. Those will be live, open to everyone, and let's say I do it on a Friday. It'll be open live until Monday, and then it gets unlisted and it disappears. You maybe think, well, if I want to rewatch it later? You can, because what's going to end up happening is I'm going to take like my full playthrough of Metroid Prime 4, using that as the example, and I'm going to compile all of the VODs together in one big video, and those are going to go on my second channel. And that is where they will live, just so that they have a place to live and don't clutter up the main channel. So it'll all make sense as we start going about it and start doing it. It'll all be good. But also, hey, official announcement of the second channel. I kind of let this live under the radar. I obviously did like some collaborations with like the main channel just to like kind of start migrating people over there. But what I found was happening, and why I made this channel in the first place, is the YouTube shorts were killing my long form videos. Like if you look right about here is where I started uploading, or no, I guess it would have been like here. I started uploading shorts every week talking about My Hero's final season, which is great. I love those videos. Don't take me wrong. I'm not like saying I hate those. But what ended up happening is the shorts were eclipsing long form videos by a mile. And it was really strange because I was like, well, why are my long form views going down? And it's because the channel went from like 4,800 to 5,300, and most of that is, most of that is from people who want to watch YouTube shorts. And the way the YouTube algorithm works is if it pushes out a long form video and a bunch of the subscribers don't click on it because they're shorts people, then YouTube sees that as a negative, and then they stop pushing the video. So it makes it infinitely harder for the long form to get out there and do the numbers that it probably should or normally would. So then I was like, okay, well, let's move the shorts to their own channel, and all the shorts can just live and flourish and thrive on their own channel. And it also helps me, God forbid anything happens to the main channel, there's a backup. Especially with all the stuff going around of like them just nuking people, like the AI, like false flagging them. It's nice that there's a second place that I could put an upload video and say, hey, something happened to the main channel or something happened to this channel, right? Like, and I can do it. So it's kind of like diversifying just a little bit, just to make sure that I'm covered. Obviously this channel isn't monetized yet because it doesn't hit the thresholds, but like I've been posting shorts here. Like I just put out a short today about 2026 anime. So I've been putting out shorts here for almost 2 months now, and I kind of didn't say anything about it because I wanted it to grow naturally on its own and not just throw people over, which is also why like this short here it wasn't like a collab, like because it needs to start thriving on its own. So if you also want original content, my goal for this channel is mainly clips from long form videos just to kind of like pull people over or like get more exposure out there, because shorts are really good at exposure, like incredible at exposure for videos. But I don't want them to eclipse the long form video. So we get to a different channel. But the shorts channel, which is NWNK, is on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. 2 videos a week are clips, and then one of the shorts is an original, like this anime in 2026 is going to be insane. And I've recorded some good stuff. I've got a bunch more of the should Christians watch. I have 3 more going out in January. What did I end up doing? I did Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Oshinoko were my 3 for January. So there will be original content over there because I do like making shorts. I do think they're fun, and I think they're great. And I love making shorts because sometimes a video idea just isn't long enough for a long form. So there's a lot of good content coming. I feel like this here, I'll go ahead and just plug my own video here. Where's my music? I need to turn that off real quick. Because I am genuinely like so satisfied with how this video turned out. Like I love the editing of this video and how I just love the way it looks and how I like was cutting back and forth, and I'm starting to learn a lot more about editing and like retention time and all that. So that's, I'm gonna like it. Yeah, listen, I like my own stuff. Okay. So yeah, there's more content like this coming this year, and the shorts channel. I don't have any like goals for it. I'm not like, you know, if I miss a week, womp womp, it is what it is. Like, I'm not super worried about it, but it is just something going on in the background, and that is where all of the live streams will live after, or all the gaming live streams. This is where they will live after the fact, and that'll be like, here's my complete playthrough of Metroid Prime 4. Here's my complete playthrough of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Like, all of that will be in one. So I think that's everything. Wow, I've been rambling. That was a long time. The last thing I want to talk about video-wise is the state of One Piece videos. One Piece videos, hey guys. I finished Marineford. I finished Summit War. It's done. I just haven't had time to sit down and write the One Piece videos. And I've been going back and forth on whether or not I want to do one video for every saga, or if I want to just do a big video that catches everyone up. So I'm not entirely sure how that's all going to play out. The first half of 2026 is really just going to be me finishing videos that I've promised were going to come out like months ago. Like, once I finish this, what I'm editing right now is my review of My Hero's final season. That should hopefully go out in January. That's the plan. I just need some substantial time to work on it. So that's my January video. And then after that, I really want to finish my video about why Uraraka is overhated. That's my next video I want to work on. And then after that, I think why Christians should care about art, and then after that is One Piece. So the first half of the year is really just me catching up on the videos that I've said I was going to do for a while. So I'm going to get to One Piece eventually. I know there's a lot of people who subscribed for One Piece, and I just have kind of dropped the ball in that area. So I do want to get to it. I do want to like do Water 7, do Thriller Bark, because like I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, some of this is really good, and then some of it's like really bad and I didn't like it. So that's kind of the state of where the One Piece videos are at. I don't anticipate doing any more like videos. I will say this, I do not anticipate doing saga videos after Marineford, because I kind of ran into the same issue where like I'm bogging myself down on watching by waiting and trying to do these videos every saga, just because like I don't always have something to say. So I might go back to what I was going to do originally and switch back to like, okay, once I finish, you know, Marineford, we got all the pre-time skip stuff. That's all videos. And then everything after that is like, hey guys, I just finished Fishman Island. Come, let's talk about it. Ask me questions. I'll talk about my thoughts on it. So that way there's still, and that goes back to like more live streams for keeping people engaged with the content. So kind of switching things up in 2026. So yeah, that's that about that. The last couple things I have, and then I'll get out of here and I'll stop yapping in your ear, is how do you guys feel about merch? I will say I did start looking into merch. I know a couple people have asked about that. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. But I am looking into it, and I am considering it, and I want to make sure it's good. It's good merch that I feel like is worth the price of what it is. If I'm gonna do it, I've already started setting up a Fourth Wall account. For those who don't know, Fourth Wall is how we do merch for the podcast. I'll go ahead and show you that now. A little shameless self-promo here. Fourth Wall is how we do merch. So it's all like made to order, but it's not us. It's like they make it, and we just upload the designs and stuff. So this is what I would do for Nick with No K merch. I have a couple products drafted that I think are really good. But I want to order some samples before I put anything live. And I have to work on getting like the website built and all of that. So that's not anytime soon. I would say maybe spring at the earliest is when I would have that done. Unless I hit like some record stride in February and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. We're working out the wazoo here. So it is nice to know that there's people who would buy merch. I appreciate you guys. So that is the plan, is to do merch at some point this year. And some of it, like to start out, would be like, oh, here's, some stickers of the logo, and here's some, stickers that are the emotes from chat, or like, oh, you can get stickers of my character, which actually I don't think I'm allowed to do that. Just based on if I look back in like the TOS of what I signed for the artist who commissioned that. But also I have a new one coming, so look forward to that too. I have like all new brand kit is coming, but it's not done yet. It's about halfway there. So that's like a new avatar, like new profile picture, all that kind of stuff. So like, and then there's like, oh, let me put the logo on a hat, or like sweaters on a hat, or not sweaters on a hat, like logo on jackets and stuff. That would probably be the starting out. And then as time goes on and funding gets a little higher, I can also commission some stuff to be done that's a little more original. Someone asked me about merch a couple weeks ago, and they were like, when are you going to do it? And I'm like, well, when my lead graphic designer comes back from maternity leave, which is like awesome for her, super exciting. But I asked her, and she was like, oh, I'm not going to do anything till after. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's reasonable. That's fair. So some more original stuff might come after that. So, and like I might, I have another like avenue for merch that I could go through, and I need to ask one of my friends about it and see, because I might be able to get some stuff out there too. So yeah, that's the plan. Merch is in there. And then the last thing I'll talk about, which is not merch, but it's like kind of related, is much like all of the other Christian anti-tubers that I know, I have a Throne now. So if you would like to buy me things on Throne, you can. It's all 100. Oh, I need to take that off. I got that for Christmas. It's all 100. Oh, I got that for Christmas too. It's all 100% optional. It's always linked in the description if you feel so inclined. I have like new equipment on here. We can crowdfund like a green screen or whatnot. Like this one is just like, oh, hey, it's not going to open it, is it? Oh, there it is. It's like, oh, hey, help cover all of my like expenses and stuff, like for paying for editing and Canva and all that. And then like fun stuff. Oh, hey, want to add something to my shelf? That's cool. Moving out, though there's nothing in there. But yeah, it's a purely optional thing. It's like kind of a back burner. It's one of those like, okay, well, it's up there in case anyone wants to do it. It's linked in the link tree. But it's not like anything crazy. So I think that is everything I needed to talk about. To recap, members, we're going down to only one membership tier, $3 a month. You'll get all the same stuff that the base level members have gotten. We're just getting rid of the $5 tier. Next up, videos are coming out when they come out, hopefully once a month, and we'll see how that all goes out. So I don't see the link in this description. Do they take more from you than YouTube? So the way Throne works is, let me pull it back up here. I will use this as an example. So let's say you wanted to get this, because like essentially Throne is like an Amazon wish list that people can contribute to. So let's say, oh, you really like Suzume, or you know I like Suzume, you want to put something on my shelf. If you get this, I can't remember if it sends it to me through Amazon or if it just puts the funds in my account and then prompts me to buy it through Amazon. Because it's essentially like, oh, you're going to buy that manga or like piece of equipment or whatever. So it is not linked directly in the description. I need to go in and add it to the default, but it is on the link tree. And the link tree should be in the description because I keep that there. It's a nice, cleaner way to keep everything solidified. So yeah, that's how Throne works. It's basically just a glorified wish list. And I may not keep it updated. It's one of those things like I kind of think about it on the back burner. So yeah, long form videos only on the main channel. No more shorts. It's just long form and live streams now. Shorts go on the shorts channel, which will always, like, if you scroll down on the homepage, it's always there. And I'm sure I'll keep like doing collaborations at least like once a month or every now and then. I think all of like the Should Christians Watch are collaborations because then it puts it in the sub feed of the main channel. And I know that stuff people like those are the videos people like. I'm really happy with how those turned out, actually. At least the new ones I've done. I feel like they're significantly better than the ones I've already done. So, yeah, long form only on the main channel, shorts only on the shorts channel. More streams to come in the future. I want to do another romance anime tier list, but I have like 3 or 4 more romance that I want to watch before that, just so they can get on the tier list. So I'm looking to do that January or February, and then starting some Nintendo game here in the future. Not sure which one. I'll put that up on the community tab sometime next week. So, and then doing the Nintendo Play thing, but that's something I'll talk about over the course of the year. That's my one like big project for the year. And then One Piece videos are coming, I think, and then merch is coming and Throne is there. So, whew, all that said, that's a lot. Sorry, I told you it was going to be a half hour. I kept you here for 51. So, that being said, I am going to get out of your hair. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you all for the incredible support. I just want to go on a little tangent here. Last year felt like a slow year in terms of content, and I feel like I had set the goal of like, oh, I want to be at 10K by the end of the year, maybe even 15. Like, that's the goal. And I think I got a little lost in that, lost in translation. I need to drink water. Oh my gosh, my throat's going out. So I think I got a little lost in the sauce there and didn't realize that, like, the channel still gained almost 2,000 subscribers last year. Like, I kind of got lost in, like, oh my gosh, we started the year at, like, 3,100, and now I'm at 5,300. So, to everyone who watches the videos, to everyone who, like, to everyone who's subscribed, likes, comments. Wow, I'm really losing my voice here. I appreciate all of you so incredibly much. I could not do this without your support. And to all of the members, I appreciate you guys too. It's very reassuring to know that there is at least a consistent amount of revenue coming in every month. Not that that's why I do it. It's not about the money, but it is nice to know that there are people who care enough to do that, and I appreciate you guys. So, that John, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do the throne dono. Oh my goodness, that's so kind of you. So, and then Max used his member chat. I will look for that. Oh, I see it. There it is. Oh, John, thank you for the $40 to the Lights On Fund. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is going to help cover all of my expenses, which is great. Because I'm also like looking at getting, like, you guys can see right here, that is a new teleprompter. I got the Elgato prompter. All through channel funds, by the way. Like, I bought a ton of, I completely redid my entire desk. Like, new monitor arms, new lights that are up there, like, new cable wrapping, like, all this stuff from, like, channel revenue. So, like, your guys' support does mean a lot. And, like, I was able to cover my yearly, like, Canva subscription last year and my Premiere subscription last year, which I don't have because I'm switching to DaVinci. So that was a nice relief on the budget. But, like, your guys' support does mean a lot. And it is, like, very tangible. And I do use it. You know, I'm not, like, pocketing it just for fun. Like, I do put it back into the content because that's just how I've always seen it. Is like, oh, let me, you know, all this money's coming in from this. Well, let's use that to make it better. And then, you know, kind of snowballs on itself. So I do appreciate you guys a lot. I'll stop rambling now. More content to come. 2026, I think, is going to be a good year. I'm very excited for the content that is to come and how that is going to be edited and shape out. And I'm just excited to see what God does this year with the channel and with the videos that'll come out. So I'll see you guys in the future. Just stay tuned. Keep up with the community tab and all of that. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.